In this video, you're going to learn how I make money as an online business coach. If we haven't met before, I'm Megan. I have been in the online business space since 2014, and I have been business coaching online since 2017. I'm also a mom of 2 and pregnant with baby 3 on the way, and I am all about keeping business as simple as possible. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then be sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos about not only growing your business, but also running it in a way that's really simple and helps you take advantage of systems to make things just take less time. So let's go ahead and jump into what these 3 different services are of coaching that I offer and how you could implement one or all of these into your own business as well. So like I've mentioned, there are basically 3 income streams I have from private coaching. Now, when it comes to online coaching, you could, of course, have more scaled coaching offers through memberships or group programs, but I am really specifically talking about private coaching in this video and the 3 different ways I make money from private coaching. The first one is one-off intensives. These intensives are usually 60 minutes, so just an hour, and they really are kind of a power hour in my mind. It's a great way for someone new to get to know you, for you to get to know them, and for them to get a quick win in whatever your expertise and skill is as a coach. Now, my favorite thing about intensives, well, there are a couple actually, is one, you can do it seasonally. Since this is a one-time meeting, a one-time service, there's no ongoing relationship with this. It's really incredible and powerful to do seasonally. So if you're in a season where you have more time and you want a cash injection, it's a great opportunity to open a limited number of spots of intensives. The second thing I love about intensives is that they can essentially be paid market research. So if you're thinking about developing a new program or pivoting your business or even starting a new business, intensives are a great way for you to actually get direct engagement with your dream clients, help them solve a problem, and start to identify the patterns that you notice are coming up with your clients. So if you aren't really sure what your next course is going to be, or if you're going to make this change in your business, do 5 intensives with 5 different clients, and you will learn so much about the common issues, where things are unique to each person, the kind of process they need to be guided through, and it'll give you so much information, and you're getting paid to do that market research. The third thing I love about intensives is that they can be really great as part of your product suite. So they can be a great introductory offer for someone to kind of test the waters, learn your style, get some quick wins, and then continue working with you in a different capacity. One of those capacities could be more coaching, which you'll hear more about what that could look like when I get to the other 2 income streams. But it could also be that they convert from an intensive into something like a course or a group program, and they continue to work with you after the intensive. And of course, intensives can also be a great addition or paid upgrade to something like a course or group program. So an existing customer can pay to kind of get this 1-hour session with you. Intensives are the lowest revenue generating slice of this 3-part income stream for coaching for me. But when I did a round of private intensives last summer, 100% of the people who booked a private intensive with me upgraded into a longer term coaching relationship, and it generated tens of thousands of dollars from this one offer. So don't underestimate intensives and the power they can generate revenue through an introductory funnel like that. The second income stream from private coaching is short-term coaching or mentorship. This can be as short as 2 weeks, all the way up to what I would call the maximum for a short term would be 12 weeks. This is actually where I make all of my clients start. Even if I hope that they turn into a 6-month, 9-month, 12-month long-term client, I always want to start with short-term mentorship first because it gives me a chance to make sure I like working with them, and it gives them a chance to make sure that they like working with me too. Now, the cool thing about this short-term coaching option is not only is it very flexible, like I mentioned, it could be 2 weeks up to 12 weeks, it's also very flexible in terms of delivery and what's included. So I have done short-term mentorship that's 2 weeks of Voxer coaching. So completely asynchronous. We're not on any calls. We're just memoing each other back and forth or texting back and forth. And we get so much done and it's so impactful for the client. And it's just 2 weeks of my time. On the other side of things, I've also done 12 weeks of more full package coaching with 3 coaching calls and ongoing Voxer or Slack support in between the calls. So you get that mix of asynchronous support through text messages and voice memos, as well as the actual calls to kind of anchor in the program. Like I mentioned, short-term coaching for me is really designed as where I want everyone to go and then funnel them wherever they need to go. So if I really enjoy working with them, I'm going to try to upgrade them after our time is over into long-term mentorship. Or just like intensives, they may go off and join a group program or a course instead. Another thing worth mentioning about short-term coaching is it can be stacked with intensives really easily. So you could offer a 60-minute intensive with 1 week or 2 weeks of short-term coaching just through Voxer. And it's a really nice way to get that hit of clarity and game planning through an intensive while also being able to support someone through taking action and overcoming any resistance that pops up for them. And it feels really supportive for the client. So you can start to see how these 3 income streams, I know I haven't even talked about the third one yet, but how all 3 of them can really play together in a way that is really adaptable to your business, your clients, and the season of life and business that you're in. Now let's talk about the third income stream from private coaching. This is absolutely the biggest source of revenue in my business out of all of my income streams, not just private coaching. And it is a long-term coaching. This is where you're starting to work with a client for 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, and beyond. And you start booking these longer packages together, and you really build this deep, impactful, transformational relationship with your clients. Now, often my long-term clients do have some Zoom calls. So typically we are communicating through Slack in between our calls, checking in, answering questions, reviewing their work. But we do typically have calls kind of anchoring in. And usually it's monthly, but depending on the client, that frequency could be farther apart. Again, this longer term work is meant to be really to meet the client where they're at and what they need. And so I have had clients who we work together long term, and it's completely asynchronous. They don't need any calls. They really just love having me in their back pocket, and we work together for a very long time. So long-term mentorship is where I really want everyone to end up. Of course, I have the limited number of spots available, so I know not everyone is going to end up here. My private mentorship is almost always entirely booked out. And unlike the other 2 offers, I always have a long-term private client, except maybe when I'm like during maternity leave. But I truly love working with people one-on-one. And I really think it's such a special way to work with people, even when you do have a more passive business through courses or digital products, or even just scaled programs. I really value and love the personal fulfillment I get from coaching one-on-one with people in a long-term relationship. My goal also in long-term coaching is that people renew with me. So hopefully they came in at short-term coaching. We got to experience working together. They loved it. They went from 12 weeks of short-term coaching into maybe 6 months of a longer-term package. And they loved it. And maybe they renew for another 6 months, or maybe at that point we feel comfortable committing to 9 months or 12 months. And that's really powerful, not only, of course, from a revenue standpoint, right? But also from just being able to plan your availability, to know what's coming for you for the year ahead, and of course to get cash injections, because you can absolutely charge the most when we are talking about these long-term one-on-one coaching relationships where you are focusing a lot of personalized one-on-one attention with someone and you have very limited availability. Now, like I've mentioned a couple of times, these 3 income streams, while technically are separate, there's a lot of overlap and stacking that can happen here. There's a lot of progression for a client to come in at one point and kind of hit all 3 of these. And some of these, like the short-term coaching, even take on different packages throughout the year, right? So sometimes it's 2 weeks, sometimes it's 6 weeks. And that's always based on my availability and the goals I have for my business and what I'm noticing that my clients need and are looking for. But this is also why I love private coaching. It's such a powerful thing to have in your business, not only to make great money, but also to have fulfillment, transformation, to learn about your dream clients and what they need. And it's why I truly recommend every single business owner, no matter where you're trying to go, if you want to be completely passive with courses and digital products, I absolutely recommend that you start your business with a service like coaching, or that you have it as an option for you as a high ticket way to work with you, but also to get some cash flow. I totally recommend everyone starts with services like coaching, get some cash in the door, learn so much, and then use that to not only fund, but inform the more passive offers and the more scalable offers you do in your business down the line. Whether you are a new business owner looking to start as a coach, or potentially you want to add coaching into your existing business model, or hear more about how the whole one-on-one intensive thing can work, then you would love my brand new course, Private Coaching Launch Kit. Private Coaching Launch Kit is meant for business owners at any level who want to learn more about packaging and pricing private coaching, how to pick and choose between these 3 different types of coaching and come up with a flow and a stack that works well for you in the business and season of life you're in right now, as well as how to actually position this, to sell it, to market yourself as a coach. And more importantly, how to deliver this in a way that not only gives your clients a great experience, but also gets testimonials and hopefully gets those renewals and upgrades as well. So basically, in Private Coaching Launch Kit, I'm taking everything I've learned since 2017 and putting it in one place for you to learn the tips and tricks, to get the templates, and to really be able to apply private coaching to your business, either as all of your offers or part of your product suite. To learn more about Private Coaching Launch Kit, click the link in the description below, where you can go to the info page and find out everything you need to know. If you enjoyed this video and you want to hear more about keeping business simple, making money in a way that's simple, but also running your business in a way that keeps things as easy and low stress as possible, then be sure to subscribe to this channel where I talk everything about systems, productivity, business strategy, and more. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.